morning, Carmel. I'm Ashlyn Waters.
And I'm Ilana Alvear for live morning announcements. Today is Monday, March 3rd. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. In national news, over the weekend at a NCAA cheer competition in Dallas, 12 were injured in what police say was a fight. Many Carmel students were at the event.
Police say 2 people got into an argument that resulted in a pole being knocked over that made a loud banging noise. However, some say they heard gunshots and they saw bullet holes in the windows.
It is unclear what went down for sure, but it caused evacuation for the rest of the day at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center.
Moving on, as we kick off March, Ramadan is officially underway.
Ramadan is a holy month of reflection, prayer, and fasting. Observed by Muslims worldwide, each day begins early in the morning with a meal eaten before sunrise. After that, Muslims abstain from both water and food until sunset. With sunset, they break their fast, typically done by eating dates and drinking water.
Ramadan is also based on a lunar calendar, so the time of year occurs changes from year to year. The beginning can vary based on location, but here in Carmel it began last Friday night, meaning Muslims began their fast on Saturday.
With the end of Ramadan comes Eid al-Fitr, which is expected to fall on March 30th this year. We wish all of those observing a peaceful and meaningful Ramadan. Moving over to the latest entertainment news, a teaser for the 2026 Shrek 5 movie has officially released.
Shrek 5 features Shrek and Fiona's daughter, voiced by Zendaya. The award-winning actress joins franchise regulars Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz when Shrek 5 arrives in December of 2026.
The movie takes a jump in time as Shrek and Fiona's daughter is now 15, and the movie's perspective adjusts to her.
So far, that's all we have for the movie, and we'll give you updates as time goes on.
Before we send it to sports with Eli, we want sports with Eli.
Good morning, Greyhounds. I am Eli Penguay for your Carmel Sports Update. The boys basketball team ended the regular season 10-12 and competes at the first round of sectionals tomorrow, facing off against the 17-5 Noblesville Millers. The Hounds faced Millers earlier in the season, but Carmel lost 37-50. Now let's go to a basketball hype video created by Coyer and Dylan, and then back to the news desk.
Transitioning back to movie news, the Academy Awards brought big wins and memorable moments just last night.
Stealing the spotlight last night was Nora, directed by Sean Baker, which took home 5 Oscars.
One of those 5 Oscars was won by Sean Baker with the award for Best Director.
Last night also marked an historic milestone with Brazil winning its first Oscar award with the movie I'm Still Here.
As we stay on the topic of movies, let's find out which movies were hits and which movies were misses with this winter recap from Isaiah.
Hey Greyhounds, I'm Isaiah Henderson here with your Movie Minute. Now let's talk about the winter's biggest movie releases. Moana 2, 4 out of 10. Lacks soul, purpose, or ingenuity, and follows the mold of its predecessor so closely that you wonder why it was even made in the first place. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, 6 out of 10. Delivers on fun and fan service, but feels like it's just speeding from one set piece to the next without much emotional weight. Mufasa the Lion King, 5 out of 10. The photorealistic animation is awe-inspiring, but somehow makes me feel less connected to whatever story is being told. Nosferatu, 7 out of 10. Breathtaking costume and production design, genuinely chilling scares, and cinematography that feels like a gothic painting brought to life. Captain America Brave New World, 3 out of 10. A movie for anyone who watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and thought, I wish this were longer and worse, and also somehow a direct sequel to The Incredible Hulk. In other words, no one. Lastly, it's time for our indie shoutout, which goes to a film you may not have heard of, but is better than anything I've mentioned so far. The indie shoutout for the winter is The Brutalist, 9 out of 10. A gargantuan film in scope, depth, and impact that dazzles with its sweeping score and cinematography and examines the meaning of art, legacy, power, and control, anchored by an all-time Adrian Brody performance. Thanks for joining me on this winter movie recap. Which film was your favorite? In the spring, there's so many films to look forward to, like Snow White, a Minecraft movie, and Lilo and Stitch. Until next time, this has been your Movie Minute.
I'll definitely be checking out some of these movies.
Greyhounds, do you prefer movies or books? Now that we've gotten insight on some good movies to check out, let's take a look at some books before going to
Entertainment.
Hi Greyhounds, it's Ella Griffin for CHTV. Are you by chance in a reading slump? Don't fear. Today I will be helping you out by showing the most popular books you can purchase at Barnes & Noble. Let's take a look. One of the most popular books right now at Barnes & Noble is Powerless, written by Lauren Roberts. This is a fantasy about a plague that sweeps over the kingdom of Ilia, leaving some people with powers and some without. The king of Ilia banishes or kills anyone without the powers, and the main character, Hayden Gray, has to find a way to survive in a society without powers. Another popular read is a series called The Naturals, written by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a thriller about a 17-year-old girl named Cassie Hobbs. She has a natural talent for profiling people, and this lands her a spot in this FBI program to solve murders. Next is the dystopian prequel to The Hunger Games, written by Suzanne Collins. This is called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. 24 Capital Academy students are chosen to mentor one of the tributes for the 10th Hunger Games. This is to revive the games that leave one tribute standing in the end. The last book that I'm going to be talking about is the book called They Both Die at the End. This is a fantasy written by Adam Silvera. This is a world where people receive a phone call on the day that they're going to die. They don't know exactly what time or how, but they know that that is going to be their last day.
Those all sound super interesting. Be sure to stop by your nearest Barnes & Noble to buy one of these books. This has been Ella Griffin for CHTV. Make it a great day.
These books seem pretty interesting. What do you think, Elon?
I'm definitely checking them out myself. Now, before the announcements, happy birthday to everyone listed below.
Now on to daily announcements with Alina.
Are you interested in joining advanced theater or repertory theater for the 2025-2026 school year? Auditions will be held during SSRT today. Students who are auditioning should make a 1-minute monologue prepared. Look for an audition poster for a QR code to sign up for an audition slot, or email/visit Miss Cassidy or Mr. Steckback in E152. A reminder that SAT is tomorrow. Juniors will be in person taking the SAT. All other students will have an e-learning day. Please check Canvas with a message with additional information. Juniors, bring your school-issued Chromebook fully charged as well as your charging cord tomorrow. Want to make the world a better place? Need volunteer hours? Join Carmel Love for Our Elders, an international nonprofit branch fighting senior isolation through heartfelt letters. Join us today after school from 4:15 to 5:15 in E138. There will be food. Find us on Instagram at carmel.foe. The Carmel Love for Our Elders Club is also hosting their first winter letter drive. All letter donations go to local senior facilities. Stop by the Letter Collection Center in Pod 1 of the CHS Library to write a love letter to his community senior. The drive will be held until Monday, March 24th, and you can drop off letters anytime in the library. That's all we have for dailies today. Now let's send it back to the news desk.
Well, that's all we have for you, Greyhounds. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at CHTV Carmel Television and follow our Instagram at Carmel TV so you can stay updated with all the latest news. Signing off, this has been Ashland Waters
And Ilan Albert with your live morning announcements. See you next time.
and have a magnificent Monday, Greyhounds.